What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Slowed Sunday Slowed, however you want to say it, man. But back to my Slowed series, man. I told you, in 2021, I'm going to be very consistent with this series. I wanted to always start a new series to kind of give me a new, refreshing, just thing to look up to on my channel. I mean, I've been doing this now for 5 years. Been 5 years officially, about 2 weeks ago. So, you know, I thought that for me, someone who has been kind of implementing slow music into his channel and someone that has been listening to slow music for over 2 decades, I feel like this is kind of the perfect lane for me. And especially I love to talk about my experience, talk about my love with music and my infatuation with slow music, as you can find me in every slow section. I think that this is a great series for me. But today, man, as the title says, we are going to listen to NAV, Myself Slow, for this track right here. I think the one thing that you could say about NAV, that he has a robot voice, and you probably don't like his style. You probably don't like that he says the N-word, as him being from, you know, Punjabi, you know, he's Indian. Like, I think that a lot of people, you know, kind of turn sideways from that NAV, but I think that NAV fits the correct criteria when it comes to slow music. Sad shit, drawn out voice, kind of a melodic type of style, very drawn out beats. And when you put all those together, you kind of have what you get from NAV slow. And I think that NAV is probably one of the better ones in slow, especially old NAV. If you listen to old NAV, SoundCloud Days NAV, mixtape NAV, self-titled NAV, shit. Even when you listen to, what's the project he had that first came out before Reckless? The one that came out before Reckless. It all sounds great slow. I think NAV just has a natural great slow voice. And I think that's why I still am a fan of him. While a lot of his main work has missed for me, I'm still supporting NAV when he does drop a great track. Because when he hit, for me, like, this is what NAV is. When NAV hits, right, he hits. Like, he's at his top of his game hitting. But when he misses, he misses so hard. Like, he really misses so hard. Hold on, let me turn my mic down. But yeah, he really misses so hard. My bad, I had to do that. He really misses so hard, and I think that that's probably the only problem I have with NAV, honestly. That's probably the only thing I have a problem with. But you can't deny, man. Myself, Slater, this is Slater's version. We all know Slater's version. I feel like Myself is probably the greatest NAV slow down song, or probably the most favorite one, I guess you can say. I think that it's just the way the beat just captures you in the beginning and also at the end where it gets really slow. I'm going to take you on my journey and my experiences when I listen to it. That's what this channel is about, how I'm feeling with the music. If you want to watch the full version, put 3K likes. I might do the full version and put it on Patreon. But yeah, let's just start this down. I got to tell you, man, just the intro. The intro is always what's going to capture you, right? And I'm not telling you guys that you should do drugs. I'm not telling you guys that you should do whatever you guys are doing. But I will say this, all right? Whenever you're on some kind of enhancement, some kind of drug, some type of plant, you know, whatever you're on, I feel like slow music becomes that much more better. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of one of those things where you have to experience that for yourself. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit there. It's like kind of like stocks. I'm not going to sit there and tell you put your whole life savings. Do what you want to do at your own risk. But I must tell you, man, it's a different experience when you get that intro. And you kind of get, just like how the picture is, you get really lost into the song. The first time I heard this, man, like this part right here.
Driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again.
I think right there, that entrance, like the first time I heard this song, a lot of you guys don't know, man, I'm a very emotional person. I'm a very in tune with my feelings. Not that I have a problem with that, because I say, if you want to cry, bro, in your lifetime, the best time to do it is inside your car whenever you're by yourself. You can go through whatever you want when you're by yourself. You can be whoever you want to be when you're by yourself. No one is going to judge you. That's why I think the most beautiful thing, the most beautiful experience you have is either with someone else or most of the time with yourself. So, no pun intended. So for me, man, like listening to this track, man, when I'm sober, I just don't know who I am. And at that moment, that's when I was captured. Fuck the beat at the end. It's the first line that he said, because I have definitely been where NAV is when, you know, nothing really made sense, and the only time everything made sense was when I was gone off drugs or I was high off, you know, plants and whatnot. I think that, you know, we have all had, especially now in this generation, you guys know it well, mostly than other generations, where depression is at an all-time high. People have been very sad. Now we have a fucking pandemic. Everybody's staying inside. It's also adding into the fact of being depressed. You know, anxiety. A lot of people have anxiety, bad anxiety now. And I felt like for me, man, this was kind of one of the ways where the music was connecting to me and hitting me at a different level. And I'm just kind of just, I don't know, man. Like I couldn't shake what I was feeling at that moment in my car while this was playing. Because I liked the original song at first, but when this song actually played and it hit me personally, I think that that's when I became a very avid NAV listener, I guess you would say.
They try to put me in. I got a lot of enemies who used to be my friends. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again.
And I want to actually include that in the YouTube, so I have to stop it right here. But I think that that's another thing people don't really realize, man. Like, you know, I had enemies that used to be my friends. Your closest people were your friend. I always tell people I don't understand how you go throughout this life just by yourself with no type of friendships. You know, I always tell you guys, cherish your friendships, cherish the moment, because you'll never make it out of this shit alone. Truly alone. Whether that is with someone, a partner, as in your significant other, or if that's just having friends, or having family around you as well. Around you. What the fuck is wrong with me? Ooh, woo. But, like, that's, like, you will never make it in this world alone. I don't care how strong you are, how strong you think you are mentally. At some point, you're going to need somebody to lean on. And I feel like right there with NAV, again, one of my stories is I'm riding in the car, and then this part comes on right here. I'm riding in the car.
Rolling off a beat now. The drugs that give me confidence, I'm saying what I mean now. The Xannies help me slow up, the lean that help me speed down.
I think right there, man, I was driving. I'm in the coupe. You know, I got 16 speakers in that bitch. I'm in the coupe. I'm just, you know, I'm driving. And I think one of the nights, if you go on the highway, and my dream is I want to go to Tokyo, at least live there for like 4 or 5 months, man. Kind of just be there and get that experience. My favorite movie is Tokyo Drift. You kind of just chilling. And I don't know if you guys ever felt this, but I'm on the highway and there's literally no one. And I don't know if you ever got that feeling when the music is playing. So I'm kind of slowed down, right? I ain't gonna tell what y'all was on, but I was slowed down. And the lights, you know, when you driving, the lights just, I'm hitting like 95. And I can't really explain that if you've been that driving type where you like to have those night drives and, you know, the shit just hitting you. And this motherfucker Nav just talking, he preaching the gospel. He talking that shit. And I'm sitting there, I fuck with you, Nav. I am a fan now, fam. I fuck with you.
In the six, who can I trust? I never know now. Sprite is extra dark, now my doggy in the dark. They say I feel like myself again. I'ma break every box they try to put me in. I got a lot of enemies who used to be my friends.
Hey, y'all can talk about that robot voice all y'all want, bro. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when you slow that shit down, that shit sound extra robotic fire, alright? Domo arigato, shit is so fire, domo. Whatever you want to call it. This shit is fire, bro. And you can't deny. I don't care what you are. If you are a person of vibes, you are going to rock with this heavy.
I never see them. Taking L's, they taking L's. I never want to be them. Got your bitch beside me. She just asked me what a bean is. Put a number in my phone and you know how to lead. Driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends.
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck? Come on. He said, driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. I feel that, dog. If I advise you guys, bro, if you guys don't night drive, that has to be the most tranquil thing ever. No traffic, especially if you're from out of nowhere. Like, no traffic, windows down, sunroof back, music blasting, off whatever you off, driving, just chilling, just laid back, wind hitting your face. You know what I'm saying? When I'm driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. Like, it's literally just like that. Just go for a drive. If you've been stressed out all day, if you've been going through something, you had a long day, just drive late at night. For the people that got to work in the morning, I don't advise that. Get your sleep. But for the people that just had a long day and chilling, man, even if you with a DD, go with a DD. That motherfucker don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. Turn the music up. You look out the window. That other person can look out the window. Y'all both have y'all own experience. But trust me, man. I'm telling you, man. That driving solo just swerving through my ends. When I'm sober, I just don't know who I am. Like, that's literally that it'll hit you, man. It'll hit you like crazy.
Call me up some dope and I feel like myself again. I'ma break every box they try to put me in.
And then at the end, it's really drawn out because in the original version, he actually slowed it down in the end. So now it's slow times 2, which I'm really not a fan of. But I didn't think this was actually that bad the way it sounded. Oh my goodness, that bitch go crazy slow. That bitch go crazy slow. Gotta say it, man, right here, man. First of all, if you want to watch the full video, you guys know where to watch it, man. Patreon.com/Meami_Ami. Again, it's only, what, $1 in the dream. I tell you guys about that. Supports the channel, keeps me going. That's why, honestly, I'm still keep going. Because now you guys have helped me financially heavy just by supporting. Because y'all fuck with the aura. Y'all know that I just genuinely love music. When I was doing it for $0 and doing it for $1,000, this shit, it makes no difference. My love for music will never change. I gotta say, man, like NAV myself has to be one of my favorite tracks. Slow. I wouldn't say, it definitely is one of my favorite tracks regular, but Slow, man, has to be my favorite track. I think arguably, if we could compare it to something, I think Lonely also from self-titled. But Lonely would also be another track that's fire slowed. Oh my god, I've had some concerts to Lonely in my car. I think that's the best thing too, man. When I'm alone driving, man, I can have concerts, bro. I can be whoever I want. And again, I advise you, man, if you've never heard Myself Slowed and you know you kind of just been on the shaky about NAV, whether you are a fan or not, I always feel like this, man. If an artist can give you about 10 songs that you know is going to be forever classics for you, then I feel like that artist has done his job, right? And there's no such thing as bad music because music is going to be subjective. You're gonna like it or you're gonna dislike it. Whoever likes it. Everybody has their own tastes. Is what makes us human beings. But I think that NAV, if you always say his current shit is trash, no matter what, you can always go back to tracks like Myself, tracks like Lonely, tracks like 10 Toes Down, tracks like Interlude, you know, tracks like Mariah, tracks like there's always some tracks that you can go back to that you know will always be like, you know what, I don't like NAV's new shit, but NAV always gave me this, so I can't even hate him. You know what I'm saying? He can do what he does and get his bag. He gave me this. I'm thankful for that. So I think right here, man, this track right here just made me a fan because if you wanted a story that connected, I know I gave you a couple kind of general stories, but the story that really connected is the fact that, you know, NAV being in a depressive state, I think that he made a lot of sad boy music, a lot of kind of just really in his feelings because that's what he was going on at the time. Now you can see a lot of that resentment actually shows in his music nowadays because he's someone who is not envious, but he's someone that holds grudges, and I'm actually similar in a sense. He holds grudges, and now he's making everybody pay. You can say whatever you want to say about him, but you can't call him broke. You can't call him not popular. He's made it. The brown boy made it, and I feel like right there with him saying that, he's using that fuel from all the past doubters and all the past stuff they had to go through because he went through a lot of trials and tribulations. And while we all love that, you gotta see one side where there's grass is on, you know, dead on one side is gonna be greener on the other side. So. I love dead grass. I like green grass as well, but dead grass I feel like feels a little different because we all come from dead grass, right? We all come from the dead grass side. And when you can relate to a track Myself, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna have your back like yourself. You're going to need a shoulder to lean on, but at the end of the day, the only person that controls their life is you. The only person that controls what they do is themselves. The only person that can, you know, make it out the mud is yourself, bro. You gotta grind yourself. So. You know, he did everything on his own, and he did it by himself. And all he got was himself. At the end of the day, at that time, when he felt that way. Now he has a lot of friends, but that's how he felt back in the day. So, that being said, man, get in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Myself, man. NAV, one of my favorite slow tracks. Again, as you guys can see, man, I really enjoy this series, man. You guys can see my passion for music. I just love slow music. I got a lot of stories that come with it because I always connect my life and my experiences to that. So, I have no problem kind of just with this series talking. That's mostly what this series is going to be talking. That's why I feel like when it comes to reactions, you really kind of just put reactions for the clickbait. At this point, I'm not a reactor. I'm just someone who talks shit and someone who loves music and someone can just vibe with you and give you my testimony and my motherfucking preaching. So I think that right there, man, with NAV Slow, that's definitely one of them. Y'all can see the Slow series is going to be something special for the next years and the years to come. That being said, man, get in the comments below. Let me know what you think, man. Let me know what's your favorite part of the song. Let me know what's your favorite NAV slow track. And get some other NAV slow tracks in the comment box below. Other slow tracks in the comment box below. 3,000 likes, man. We'll get a new vinyl on the wall. We'll also do 2 videos next week like we did this week. I know last week y'all didn't get the threshold, but y'all had 3,000 likes the first week, so we're going to do 2 weeks straight. Get this video to 3,000 likes. We'll do it again for 2 weeks straight. 2 more videos. And I'll put the full video on Patreon so y'all can listen to the whole song, basically, so without me cutting out. Till next time, I know it's been with Dev, like always. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting. And log on. Till next time, we out. Peace.